Hello, Murray County third graders. Welcome to day 4 of lesson 12. Today we'll be focusing on pages 130 and 131. We're going to continue learning about how to solve word problems using 2 operations. Remember that the operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Let's look at the problem below. Mrs. Alvarez buys 3 packages of yogurt. Each package has 8 cups. On the way home from the store, her children eat 4 cups of yogurt. How many cups are left? If we look at these bubbles, and you should always look at these bubbles because they usually contain some information, we can see that this bubble is explaining the diagram to us. So it says the diagram shows 3 packages of 8. And that gives us 24 cups because 3 times 8 is 24. When I have equal groups, I can use repeated addition or multiplication. I then have to get rid of 4 cups. I have to get rid of those 4 cups because her children ate them, so she doesn't have them anymore. So I would take 24 and subtract 4, and that's going to leave me with how many cups? 24 minus 4 equals 20. So I now have 20 cups of yogurt left. Let's look at number 16. Number 16 says, Jade has an unopened package of 24 beads. She also has 8 beads in an opened package. Jade puts all the beads together and divides them into 4 equal groups to share with her friends. How many beads are in each group? Well, I've circled 3 numbers, so I know that I'm probably going to have to do 2 steps to find the answer to my question of how many beads are in each group. Pause the video here and draw a picture or a model like the one above that explains how to find how many beads are in each group, and be sure to record your answer on the solution line. All right, now that you've taken some time to look at that, let's look at what we know. We know that Jade has an unopened package of 24 beads, and we know that she is going to put with that 8 beads that are in a package that she's already opened. What I don't know is my total number of beads. So I'm going to put T as my total. If I'm putting things together, I know that I'm adding in this case because I don't have equal groups. I have a group of 24 and a group of 8. So if I have 24 and I add 8 to it, that's going to give me a total. That total, or T, is going to be equal to 32. The next part of the problem says that she takes all of her beads together, so that's 32 beads, and it tells me that she divides them. Well, I don't even have to think about what operation to use because in the problem it's written divides. But if I wanted to, I could still draw a picture to help me remember. So if I'm dividing it into 4 equal groups, then I'm trying to figure out how much goes in each group. So I would write the equation as 32 divided by 4 equals, we'll use B for beads. So B is going to equal what? Well, if I'm not very good at division yet, I know that the opposite of division is multiplication. So I can multiply something times 4 to get 32. Well, 8 times 4 is 32. So that means that I'm going to have 8 beads in each group. Let's move on to page 131. Number 17 says there are 22 students in Mr. Flynn's class. Today, 2 students are absent. Mr. Flynn puts the students that are there into 4 equal groups. How many students are in each group? Well, I have 22 total, 2 are absent, and then I'm going to take the total and separate it into 4 equal groups. And I'm looking for how many students are in each group. What do you do with the number of students who are absent? This question right here will help you get started with your picture and your equations. So pause the video and think about how you would solve this problem. Record a picture or a model in the white space and then write your solution on the line. All right, now that you've had some time to do that, let's think about what it says. We know that Mr. Flynn has 22 total students. 2 of his students are not there. So that means I don't know how many students are there today. And that's what I'm trying to figure out first. So if I have 22 total and 2 that are absent, that means I need to get rid of the 2 that are absent. So I would do 22 minus 2, and that would give me a total of 20 students. Then I'm going to take the 20 students who are there, and I'm going to put them into 4 equal groups. So I'm separating them out into 4 equal groups. When I'm separating something into equal groups, I know that means that I'm dividing. So I would do 20 divided by 4 equals, and that's going to give us the number of students in each group. So we'll let G equal group. So if I solve that, if I'm not very good at division, I can use multiplication to help me find the answer. So I think to myself, what times 4 is going to give me 20? Well, I know that 5 times 4 is 20. So 20 divided by 4 must be 5. So G equals 5. That means there are 5 students in each of Mr. Flynn's 4 groups. Now let's look at number 18. Number 18 says that Carmen and Abe act out a math problem. Remember, that's good. They're using a visual. Carmen puts 7 counters into 3 different cups. Abe takes 3 of the counters. How many counters does Carmen have left? Circle the letter of the correct answer. Should you multiply or divide to find the total number of counters Carmen puts in the cup? And they give you a very key word that you're looking for, the total, and that will help you decide if you're going to multiply or divide. Pause the video here and think about it, or discuss it with someone at your house. Which answer is going to be correct? All right, so even though it doesn't ask me to, I'm still going to use this area right here to help me by drawing a model or a picture. I know that Carmen puts 7 counters into 3 different cups. So I'm just going to draw 3 cups, and I'll just use circles. And in each of those cups, I'm going to put 7 counters. When I have repeated addition, I know that that's the same as multiplication. So I'm going to multiply 7 times 3, and that's going to give me 21. So I know that I have 21 total counters. So I'm going to take that 21, that's my total. Then it says Abe takes 3 of them. So if he's taking them, I'm getting rid of them. And that leaves me with how many counters? Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. If I have 21 and I subtract 3, that's going to give me 18. So you should have chosen C. Then it says that Jim chose A as the correct answer. How did he get that answer? So let's think about what could Jim have done to get 24 as his answer. Well, it looks like he may have started out okay because we know that he probably got 21, but instead of subtracting to get 18, it looks like Jim added. So how did he get that answer? I would put Jim did 3 times 7 equals 21. And then he added 3. He should have subtracted 3. Because if someone is taking, then you're getting rid of it. Okay, that's all we have for today. Join me tomorrow for our last day on lesson 12, day 5.